We're gonna drive the hips up. We're gonna look at the adductors. These muscles in the inside of the legs here. Bent knee calf raise. So we're gonna lean into the wall. You're gonna grab a cushion, a yoga block, whatever you have. All right, guys, we're gonna look at 5 exercises that may fix your knee pain, okay? The reality is we can't tell what's going on. You're watching this somewhere on a screen. We have no idea what's going on with you as an individual. But what we can do is make sure that the muscles that support the joint are at least as strong as possible. And it all depends on how bad that knee pain is. Let's look at 5 exercises starting from the ground that target different muscles supporting the joints. All right, so the first exercise we're gonna look at, guys, is hitting those hamstrings. If you have a pair of furniture sliders, or you can put a towel on a wood floor, anything that is slippy and slidey. We're gonna drive the hips up as high as we can, and then slowly lower your legs. You're gonna drive those hips up again, slowly lower the hips. And you're gonna work and feel your hamstrings much more on the eccentric, meaning the lowering phase. It is much harder to pull back up. If you feel like you have the strength to pull back up, you can certainly work on that. But for now, the main focus should be that lowering phase, slowly going down, really squeezing your heels towards your butt. Next up, we're gonna look at the adductors. These muscles in the inside of the legs here. We're gonna work them with an isometric, okay? You're gonna grab a cushion, a yoga block, whatever you have, and you're gonna pop it between your legs. You're gonna squeeze your legs as hard as you can, like you're trying to break that cushion or break the yoga block or whatever you have, until you feel the muscles on the inside of your legs really start to work. Once you feel that, I want you to squeeze your hips up as high as you can and keep that squeeze. And you're trying to work super, super hard. Right now, the muscles in the inside of my legs are shaking and burning. I want you to get to that level, okay? You're just gonna hold it. Not wrecked, not up and down, none of that. You just hold until that burn gets too much. Last 2 exercises, just need the slider and the cushion. Next 3, all we need is a wall, okay? So find yourself a wall, and we're gonna start with calf raises. With the calf raise, we wanna make sure that we're coming up nice and controlled in a straight line. Slowly up, slowly down. I'm not rocking forward. I don't collapse into the wall. I'm not using momentum. So in a perfect world, you're barely touching the wall. Maybe not even touching the wall at all. We want to really work until those calves burn. Get the burn, add 5 or 10 reps. Next up, we're going to do a tib raise. So tib is your tibialis anterior. That's this muscle here in the front of the shin. We're going to lean back against the wall, and we're going to try and pull the toes up towards the head. Again, slowly bringing the feet down for the eccentric component, and squeezing to come back up. Slowly down, squeeze back up. Now I want you to make sure that your head isn't just rocking up and down. You're not just throwing yourself up and down like that. The only thing in your body that's moving is your ankles, all right? I'm thinking about pushing myself into the wall rather than pushing myself up. Same idea, get the burn on this muscle here and then add 5-10 reps. And the last exercise we're gonna work on, guys, is a bent knee calf raise. So we're gonna lean into the wall, bending the knees as much as we can. We're gonna try and pull the heels off the ground, keeping the knees super bent. I'm gonna pull my heels back to the ground. Don't let yourself straighten those knees. And you can see how much they're shaking for me right now. I want that. 1 or 2 reps, I want to be burning up as much as possible. Don't let yourself just stand up, right? You're not just straightening the knees and bending. You're really trying to keep those knees bent and use the flexion of your ankles and your toes to create the movement. You should be feeling this an awful lot in the muscles around the knees here, here, and maybe even down as far as the feet and your calves. Okay, that's the most aggressive of all of these, so depending on what level your knee pain is at or where your knee pain comes from, that might not be advisable to start out. Quick recap, we worked our hamstrings, these guys back here. We worked our adductors, these guys right here. We worked our calves, and we worked our tibs at the front. All muscles that support the knee, right? So while I can't tell you what's going on with your knee, I can tell you how to strengthen muscles that support your knee, and hopefully that may help.